Do you ever wish that there were a way to know what to focus on now and what to save for later? Astrology is such a great organizational tool because it helps you understand the order in which life is unfolding. For example, is this the time that you should be studying up on something and then doing it? Or is this a time to do it and learn from that experience? I'm Panda Hershey, and I use astrology to coach entrepreneurs and their teams on how to best use their tools and talents to make continual progress in their businesses, no matter how life or their environment is changing. This week, with Venus in the last degrees of Virgo and heading into Libra, everyone is getting feedback on what you're doing right and what needs some work. And this is all stuff that you're doing on your own. With Venus moving into Libra, it's like inviting someone else in to partner up with, to bring out those parts of you that just need a little bit of help. For Tim Walz, this is about getting some feedback on the groups that he is spending time with, because Virgo is here in that 11th area of his life. This might be the new partners and advocates for him, like congresspeople or members of the DNC or representatives from large groups like unions that he is trying to work with. And then as Venus moves into Libra, this will be about inviting some one-on-one connections that will help him get people onto the same page. So likely the leaders of these groups. And this is just what he does naturally, is get people on the same page in one-to-one connection. So with the sun moving through the early degrees of Virgo, it's like the feedback that he's getting is telling him how to start doing things and trying things out. He's got a lot of work to do to perfect how he's doing in those groups. And he shouldn't expect to get it right in the first week. He really needs to take until September 22nd or so, basically a month to do that. And by then, he should have it down. But this week in particular, as the sun is moving over 6 degrees of Virgo, this is a time for him to tap into this Mercury, Uranus, and Mars combo that he has. And in it, especially on about Thursday or so, he should be able to find his unique style for being able to speak to these groups and get them to pay attention to what he has to say. And with Mercury back here at 21 to 22 degrees Leo, as it's about to start moving forward again, he needs to be clear with his team that he sort of needs a softball style of event, something that he's very comfortable with and has no problem dealing with. And that's because it's like having one solid thing he can rely on. He's working on being in front of new groups, having a new message. So having an event that he is extremely comfortable with, that kind of situation would be ideal for him to not have to worry about that part, because he'll be able to work on perfecting what he has to say in front of those groups later as Mercury starts to move through Virgo. So Tim, give yourself a month to really get it right in terms of being in front of these groups and start finding and inviting in those one-to-one connections that are going to help you get people onto the same page with you. And if you are ready to tap into astrology, to organize your efforts and focus your priorities, then check out the caption below. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.